All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Comedy Collision Podcast. I am your host, Nick Hanek. This is episode number 72, the big 7-2. Woohoo. Don't know why I did that, but we're going to check it out right now. And you know what? Let's get right into it because we're back and we're on film, baby. Let's go. All right, we are back. We are back, and I can no longer look down while I talk because we have a camera. We have a producer, Christian. Let me hear you. There's, there's Christian. We have a podcast producer. We got a desk. We got a new setup. We got hand built. What is that? Is that wood? We got wood back there. It's great. All the dreams are coming true. It looks all nice, and the Comedy Collision is bigger than ever right now. And we're going to get maybe 2 to 3 viewers on YouTube for the full-length episodes, but we're going to have clips. We're going to have clips. We're going to go crazy on TikTok. It's going to be amazing. And I'm very happy to be sharing this with you guys. I'm very happy we got this because I've been talking about this for over 2 years. And I lied. I lied a lot about it, but now here we are. And it was not a lie. It's not an empty lie. So welcome back to the Comedy Collision Podcast. It has been a hot second. It's been a hot second. This is the first time also I'm recording with somebody staring right back right back at me. I'm usually just talking like an insane person to myself at looking out a window at somebody staring right back at me from a bus stop, but they can just see me, my mouth moving. So, that doesn't make much sense. But here we are. We're back, and your boy got laid off again. So we have time to film this stuff, dude. I'm Nikki Severance Packages. I want, you know what? I want to go to the next job that I get, and I want to get laid off again, dude. I want to collect all the severance packages that I can get, and I want to set the record. I don't know what the record is for the most times laid off at a job, but I'm going for it, okay? It's all, I got stand-up, and I got getting laid off. Not getting laid, getting laid off, okay? You know what's better than getting laid is when it's getting laid off, and that's a terrible joke, but man, it's been weird. It's kind of weird because it comes out of nowhere. I had a therapist meeting the day before because I do my therapy and I like to talk it out. Shit was like, I don't know, man, minutes away from getting me to cry for like one of the first times in therapy, and I was this close, and I just looked away and I was like, it ain't gonna happen. I don't know why my voice went so low too when I told her, but I was like, it's not gonna happen. It's like literally a devil like took over. It's like, don't you think you're gonna get emotional with this guy? It's not happening. And I was like, I'm also so stressed about my job. My job sucks. Blah yada yada. I got to make quota. Blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, I go home. I got a little new calendar meeting on my Google Meets calendar, and sure enough, laid off. So now we got time. We're going to be coming at you with more content. It's going to be crazy. We're going to be doing a golf video soon with my boy Dean. We actually filmed the podcast with Dean about a year ago, but the audio got screwed up. So this is going to be fun. We were going to do it this week, but the guy's trying out for the US Open, which, you know, how insanely talented do you have to be to try out for the US Open? I can't even imagine just showing up because, again, it's an open, so it's an open challenge. Anyone can come out, and just being that guy who's just there for like just to mess around, to dick around. I'm trying to not curse more on this episode because we are going to put this on YouTube, and they don't like when you curse, so I'm trying to not curse. But, sometimes you just got to go dick around at a U.S. Open tryout, and I'm sure he won't be doing that, but he's going to be doing that on Tuesday, and hopefully he makes it in. How crazy would that be if he can't do the podcast because he made the U.S. Open? That would be absolutely bananas. And Dino, if you're watching this, good luck, buddy. Go get him, and then we're going to go put down an ungodly amount of hot dogs, I think, for the next challenge or some other sort of food challenge. If you guys have any food challenges, We can now comment below, so feel free to comment on the YouTube video. You could comment on the Instagram video with the Instagrams. It's gonna be great. You could do the TikTok. It's great, dude. This is awesome. We got this now. Again, it's still weird because when I look right at the camera, Christian's head's directly there. So I feel like I'm trying to make him laugh, but at the same time, I know he can't laugh because he'll fuck up the audio and he'll get fired. So, so what else, man? What else has been going on in my life? Been doing some stand-up. Been doing some shows at Woody's. We're going to be doing a show at Woody's in June. I don't have the exact dates yet. I got to talk to my boy Jamal about that. But we're going to pack the place, and it's going to be a good time. I want to do like kind of a Nick and Friends thing because we want to get people in the seats here. So we're going to pack this place out and get the best comics in Chicago for you guys. And it's just going to be a great night. We come out, then maybe do some drinking afterwards. It's usually like a Wednesday too, which I know that sounds pretty aggressive for a Wednesday, but you know, what are you going to do? But yeah, so we got this wedding coming up. Yeah, let me go into a little bit of my personal life. Although I'm Nikki Severance Packages and although I'm Nikki No Jobs, I'm not the only Nikki that's trending right now. My buddy Nick Peters is getting married in 2 weeks. This would be my second wedding ever. I'm very excited about it. And I'm trying to cut down a few pounds, all right? Me and my buddy even try to cut down a few pounds. He did these like cleansing pills that just make you, grow all over the place. And mine luckily got like lost in the mail, but they just got here, so I'm gonna have to start doing that. And I'm gonna have to be all over the place too. But we're trying to cut down a few pounds. So I got rid of Coca-Cola out of my life, which I drink a ton of. If you know me, you know I like the good bubbly fizzy drink, a good Coca-Cola in my life. But what I got now, and I don't know am I gonna get sued, Christian, doing this? No, it's free advertising. Free advertising here. Dude, I'm bi, baby. Look at that. Look at that, dude. There's not a bad flavor. Bai, B-A-I, bai. Nothing better. I know I'm yelling into the mic over here too, but this one is the koala. That's not koala. Kula watermelon. I don't know what a kula is at all. Is that it might be a place. I don't know. Fuck. But Kula watermelon, dude. That's the best. My favorite flavor so far. This is 100% a free advertisement, but it's got it's got the 5 calories. That's it. It's got the 5 calories. The flavor is so juicy, you could probably sell it to a tabloid. Change that, right? Terrible slogan. Change that. But I'm trying to find you the sugar. All right, 0 sugars. How about that? This is a steal. So go get it. We're not sponsored by this at all. They're not paying me, but we got to pay rent now. It's only an 8-week severance package. So hey, bye. Check out the podcast. Need more listeners here, so check it out. But dude, look at this, right? See, very good. It's delicious and it gets me going. So check out Bye. And we know we're also Team Celsius out there. Check that out. So it's been good, man. It's been good. I've been golfing a lot lately also. And I just shot my career best, which is very cool. I did that at Orchard Valley. And when I did that at Orchard Valley, I came out of the clubhouse. Came out of the clubhouse like I'm some big-time golfer walking out. This is a public golf course that I came out. And the guy who checked me out had chili cheese on his shirt. It's not the best establishment in the world, but it's a good place. And I came out of the place, and there's this one guy just smoking a cigar, drinking back on what looked to be an old-fashioned. I'm not sure. Just chilling, 76 degrees out, overlooking the 18th hole. If that's not what life is about, I don't know what is. I truly don't know. I'm ready. I don't know if it's the getting laid part, That's what I'm going to call it. I'm just going to call it just getting laid off. I'm just going to say getting laid. Getting laid, that has made me want to quit, absolutely. But, dude, just sign me up for that life. I want to just leave. Just get out of here. I want to become Mike from Chandler, Arizona. I want to just change my name, my past. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find a nice girl. We're gonna run off into the sunset, and which is, that's kind of actually, I hate that saying because that's like a really bad time to leave. why would you want to like leave at like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night? Wherever you're gonna go, it's gonna take a while to get to. So, we probably won't leave in the sunset. We'll probably leave around like like a 10 o'clock flight probably in the morning, because that way we can wake up, we can get our double D's, our Dunkins, and we can then fly to the Phoenix International Sky Harbor Airport of course, out of Midway. And we'll do that. So we're not going to run into the sunset. We're going to do it at 10 a.m. But we're going to go do that, and I'm just going to become Mike from Chandler. You can forget Nick Hanek. You can forget the comedy. This is the last episode of the podcast, okay? We're done. Podcast is over. We're not doing a podcast. We're not doing stand-up. I'm not doing sales anymore. I'm just going to live on the 14th hole of a golf course. The 14th hole of a golf course, all right? Because it's not as expensive as the 18th. And you'd like to think maybe the 14th you could get a view of a couple other holes, but the 14th hole of a golf course with a beautiful girl, and we're just going to be best friends, and I'm going to work some job that no one knows about, and I'm going to be just living my life with cigars, booze, and a wife, all right, and golf. That's all I need. And I will bet on the Diamondbacks, and they will eventually win me money. And the Phoenix Suns are already good, so I could jump in on that bandwagon right now. It'll be great. It'll be great. This is my fever dream I'm having right now. All right. So yeah, I've been golfing lately. This is what happens. You shoot an 86 one time, and then you're ready to just call it quits. I'm ready to get out of here. Talk about a perfect storm. Now I got my notes on my phone. What else, man? Dude, fuck. I love doing the podcast because it's obviously no direction with it, and I don't memorize anything. That's why I got my notes here on what to talk about. What else, dude? Golf, comedy, diet. We've talked about all of it. I've been doing my abs on my diet too, dude, because you got to check under the engine, right? So sometimes you got to check under the engine, check under the hood to make sure everything's good, especially at this wedding coming up. I want to lose like 10 pounds, and with Bai helping me out to get there, free advertisement. When you check under the hood, you got to make sure it's good. So I've been doing that. Rhymed. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but when you check under the hood, you got to make sure it's good. And doing my ab workouts every day has helped that. I'm not even doing beer. I've like quit on beer too, which I love beer. You know how hard it is to go to Wrigley Field and not drink beer in the bleachers? It's impossible. I'm doing like with the high noons, high noons, high noons hard seltzers or vodka seltzers, whatever they are. They're okay. They're fine, but like I miss a good Miller Lite. I miss a great taste less filling. So the diet is coming in full circle. It really is, but we're gonna need some time to like really get there. So, the Kentucky Derby. Why is it for the Kentucky Derby? Why are the horses' names always the most ridiculous names? They're always insane. Like who? Let me see who won. Okay, I got the standings because this is a big production now, obviously. So I pulled up the notes. I pulled up the research. We got the results here for people who missed the Kentucky Derby on. You know when it was? It's a Saturday. I have no idea. No one knows when it was. This is, by the way, the most white person thing you can do is watch the Kentucky Derby. I mean, they go in the hats they wear, like these blue hats, pink hats, turquoise hats. It's ridiculous. Guys are in these weird suits, the short shorts. It's a bananas affair. And the only thing more, out there than those outfits are the names of these horses. All right, so I'm going to give you top 5. No, top 6 because they're terrible. Here we go. The 6th place horse, Lord Miles, trying to be a king. Number 5, Tappet Trice. Is that saying say tap it twice? What does that mean? Tap it Trice. I don't even know. Whatever. Also, terrible name for a horse. Why are you giving it 2 names? Number 9, what is this? 4th place, Skinner. That's a horse's name. Skinner. Dude, I should have put all my money on Skinner. I would have lost because he didn't win, place, or show. That's the top three. It's a little bit of it's a little bit of horse betting for you right there. A little win, place, show. Win is 1, place is 2, 3 is show. So anyone looking to get into a little gambling right there, there's the addict side of me coming out. All good, right? Why couldn't Connor Verhage took one more shot yesterday? Would have won $500. All good. We're just gonna move past it and pretend I don't have a gambling problem. All good. Angel of Empire, dude. This is not Star Wars, but yet that's who took third. I think Angel of Empire was the favorite. I think he was the favorite, or she. Wait a minute. Are they all guys? Or, dude, this is why we do the podcast, man. You learn stuff on this podcast that you're not going to learn anywhere else. Are all Kentucky Derby horses males? Yeah. It's got to be yes, right? They usually are. Dude, so how do we know? No sex restriction. Well, yeah, that'd be weird if they're like, it can only be guys. What are they living in, like the 1900s right there? Back in it can only be guys running the Kentucky Derby. You know what I mean? But it's got to be mostly guys. What the fuck is Quora? This is what happens, dude. I try to go in to do the research, and I just go to websites I've never heard of. And the answer it says here from June 2020 is they usually are male, mostly colts. Is a colt a young horse or something? Yeah, fillies and colts. What is this, baseball and football? What are all race horses male? No. List of the top 10 female horses. Okay, here we go. Figured it out. 3 female horses have won the Kentucky Derby. Okay. And oh wait, that's the pregnancy stage. And yes, dude. Yes, dude, just got a pop-up ad. What else, man? I don't know where it is. But the top 10 female horses. Okay. Regret. It's a good name. Regret. I like that one. She won it in Okay. Well, she won it in 1914 and 1915. What's the standard back then? You know? Black Caviar. Is one of the greatest racehorses of all time, 25-0. These are female horses. Is there any one that won recently? I don't know. Fuck. So I guess there are fillies running this thing. I'm guessing a filly and a colt are young horses. We're not going to look that up. Christian, do you know if it is that? You don't know? Yeah, we need more. This is not a horse podcast, but it kind of became one real fast. Second place is 2 fills. That's one horse. I wonder if the fill's a filly. Ooh, maybe that's a female horse. But then the other one is Mage. That's who won. Mage. If I give you Mage, 2 fills, Angel of Empire, again, not Star Wars, Tappet Trice, and Skinner, you're telling me you're not picking Skinner every time? There's a Raise Cane. Confidence Game, Hit Show, Verifying, Sun Thunder. Sun Thunder's a horse's name, apparently. Practical Move. Oh, my God. Dude, they just called one of the horses Practical Move. They're like, who are you going to bet on? Well, it's practical if you just throw your money on this guy. Practical Move. All right. Yeah, dude. That is ridiculous. Oh, my God. Practical Move. That's so funny. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, cool. Fuck yeah, dude, that was funny. That's good, man. So have you guys watched it? I guess like maybe there was some good shit to come out of it. I don't know if it was a close race or what what went down, but congrats to Mage or Madge, whoever you are, on your win, whether you're a guy or a girl. But I want to pull up my phone here because there's 2 things I want to talk about before we end this podcast. And I know we still got some time on this podcast, man, because we always go. Sometimes we go longer than 30 minutes, but sometimes we go 30 minutes. It really matters on how I'm feeling. But we're going through this right now. We're flying. And there's something I've wanted to talk about, and I wanted to read to everybody, especially on this first episode of the podcast that is on video. And it is my poem I wrote in 1st grade. All right? poem I wrote on the first grade called I Am by Nicholas Hanek. That's right. This is going to be, I saw this hanging at my house. I took a picture of it, and I was like, we gotta put this one out there because this is a great poem, and it's honestly a piece of art in some ways. In some ways, it could be the next Mona Lisa, or Pablo Picasso, whatever he did. He did the one with like the weird, I think like some look this way, like that, like maybe my nose goes this way, but then like my eyes are up here, and then like my mouth is sometimes right here. I think that's like what Pablo Picasso's did. Um, okay, so this is called "I Am" by Nicholas Hanek. Can we, are we gonna be able to like right here put a picture of it? I'll send you the picture. Okay, sweet. So you can see it, and then you can read along with it. So we're gonna go line by line with it too. I Am by Nicholas Hanek. I am goofy and happy. Stop right there. What a start. I mean, just ignite. The kid was just brewing positivity in first grade. I am goofy and happy. Just a silly, goofy kid, man. Happy. I wonder how God was born. Now, that question right there is such a. I'm in first grade asking questions that we today still don't know the answer to. How was God born? Not Jesus Christ. How was God born? I raise you the question on Jesus. I go one higher. I go to his father with this shit. How was God born? I hear AC/DC playing. Now, see, we came back a little less serious on that one. Great band, though, to be listening to in first grade. Highway to Hell. Well, okay, the opposite of God thing. But Highway to Hell, TNT, Thunderstruck. Are you kidding me? I See a Home Run. I'm in a Cubs jersey in this picture, or jersey, which, by the way, jerseys back in the day were the shit, not jerseys. Jerseys were all hot. They didn't have the material that they used to have. What am I talking about? I'm just saying back in the day, get it, you should have had a jersey, a shirt jersey, not an actual jersey. And you'll see why. Look at me. I'm absolutely pimping with it. I Want a Karaoke Machine. Who doesn't? What a great gift to get. I never got it, Mom. Dad, I never got it. Never got the karaoke machine. It's right there on the wall. It still is in our house. Never got my karaoke machine. I Am Goofy and Happy. So it comes back around right there. I am goofy and happy. I think that's kind of the, although I'm reading ahead, I only say I'm goofy and happy one more time. So that's kind of the middle part of it right there. So to recap, I'm goofy and happy. I wonder how God was born. I hear AC/DC playing. I see a home run. I want a karaoke machine. I am goofy and happy. That's sweet, right? I pretend to jump off the Sears Tower. Okay, so it's a little bit darker on that next line. And, that's troubling me. I probably should have been in therapy years ago after that line right there. Already talking about suicide in first grade. Right after I said I was goofy and happy. Obviously, that was a front. Clearly, stuff was going on. I didn't have my karaoke machine. So, clearly, shit was real back in the day. 2005. The White Sox probably had just won the World Series. I was ready to jump off the Sears Tower. I Feel a Dime, which I don't know if that's a sexual, I don't think that was like a sexual thing at the time. I feel a dime, but I had the money. I think I had the cha-ching. Okay. And if I should have put a cha-ching soundboard. I don't have a cha-ching button. Fuck. All right. Next time we'll just do like a, yeah, but have like just a coin fly across the screen or something. Oh, the cha-ching. Yeah. So, I had and then you do it right there. The cha-ching. I feel a dime. I touch a hand. Simple, right to the point. You're shaking hands with people. I'm just calling it as it is. This is a poet that calls it as it is. Absolutely. I worry about thunder. It's not me being scared, okay? I'm only scared of two things, and that's snakes and intimacy. I'm not scared of thunder. But back in the day, maybe I had a couple fears. Sure, who didn't? I was in first grade, I cry about someone dying. He's sympathetic. He's empathetic. And he's real. But also, what is he? I am goofy and happy. That one snuck in there. There's another one, too. I didn't see that one, but I am goofy and happy. So that still holds up. I understand reading. I get it. I know what it is. I know, You look at some words on a page and you just, you process them and they form sentences. Right there, I just showed you I understand reading. So pretty good. I say I like the Cubs. I do. They are troubling sometimes, but I say I like them. And there you go. I say I like the Cubs. I dream of getting married. I don't know if you guys are following the theme here, but I have had this dream of just getting a wife and going to Chandler, Arizona, and never seeing anyone again, clearly since first grade. Here I am presenting this to you guys. And even in first grade, I dreamt of getting married. I try new things. Definitely the prompt was, what do you try? And I was like, well, anything that's kind of new, right? Because you don't try old stuff. So I try new things. I hope the Cubs win the World Series. How about that? Spoke it into existence. As a young boy, I dreamt big. And you know what happened? They did. 2016. Anthony Rizzo. Yeah. Javier Baez. Yeah. Chris Bryant. Yeah. That's a World Series team. And that's this kid in first grade with a smile. Zoom in on the smile. It's not a smile as big as the world. Don't do too long of a zoom in on that because it's a real geeky smile. I am goofy and happy. All right, we're back. Things are gonna happen like that, right? We had somebody come in down in the apartment, his roommate, all good. Um, we're not sure. This is the studio though now, right? Sometimes we're gonna get interrupted with it, and sometimes we'll have to cut. This was a podcast that we never cut, but we had to cut right there. Maybe we could have our own podcast space if Buy chips in a little bit of money, but all good. And we're back at it. Appreciate him. You got when nature calls, and he had to do what he had to do. So, we had like a couple. I think we had some time left in this podcast. So, what we're gonna do, real quick. I don't know what we just finished up the poem, right? Real quick, I want to just address this right now. People probably are wondering my take on this, obviously, because, the 3 viewers we might have on YouTube one day might all be wondering this. Who knows? Aaron Rodgers is a Jet, okay? This is a part of the podcast we get a little bit serious on. Aaron Rodgers is a Jet, and, that's not great for the Packers. I wish he was still a Packer, but we got a great haul in return for him. Jordan Love, show me love, all of the love. It's his time to shine. So we'll see what happens. Nothing but the best wishes for Aaron Rodgers in New Jersey or New York. And, he's going to go crush it, dude. And I hope they win. If it's not the Packers that win the Super Bowl, I hope it's the Jets. So that's the Aaron Rodgers thing. I got 2 things on here that I kind of wanted. I'm thinking of save them for the next episode because we got to go. It's been some time. We got to go back to the worst first date stories. All right, we're back. I should have done like some cool thing, but all good. All right, this is a girl. This is the worst is this dating advice? No. Where's the worst first date? Here we go. Top 10. This is BuzzFeed's worst first dates top 10. They're just sent it. They're just somebody's saying it. So there's not a lot of context. But here we go. Number 10. This is what Katie's and then a bunch of numbers said. So I'm guessing this is a girl. Met on a dating app and decided to go to dinner. Got to the restaurant and I ordered a meal since, we were meeting for dinner. Okay. Why didn't she wait for him? Whatever. The server asked what he wanted and he said he's there too. The server asked what he wanted and he said he wasn't hungry and didn't order anything. I proceeded to eat by myself while we discussed normal first day stuff like music and movies. I casually mentioned I'd never seen Star Wars. Have you seen the Kentucky Derby? Because I have a Star Wars horse. I've never seen Star Wars and had no intention of ever seeing it. Cue 30 minutes of him actively yelling at me and insisting he will make me watch it on our next date. I found the server and paid the bill as fast as I could and nope, I think she meant to say hopped right out of there. Okay. This is unless this guy was legit losing his mind about the Star Wars thing, like screaming, which I doubt somebody was, because if you're a Star Wars fan, you're probably geek, right? And I'm a geek too with it, man. I nerd out on that and Star Wars at times, not all the time, but I like Star Wars to a degree. There's a nerdy side of me. But those guys that are diehard fans are probably not the ones that are going to scream at you for 30 minutes. That's a little bit more dramatic too. I'm guessing this is on you. Also, don't even add the part about the eating first thing, because discuss it. That's a conversation. You want to do food? Do we not do food? If you're just ordering food but not having that conversation, that's on you. So I think this is on her. I don't want to blame people, but I think it's on her. I think it's on her. All right, should we do one more here? I know we're at time. Fuck. That last one went fast. We should have done like 10 minutes of these ones, but whatever. We'll do like one more. I'll just scroll up to one of the top ones. This one's real short. Just Bray Coop. I don't know if that's a guy or girl. We went for coffee, and afterward he drove We went for coffee, and afterward he drove me to his grandparents' house where they were sleeping. He woke them up to to introduce me. Dude, serial killer. We went for coffee. How does that conversation happen? You go for coffee, and then he's like, by the way, there's 2 people you got to meet. He brings them back. I don't know. I watched like that original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, dude. I'm totally picturing the grandparents laying like in the same bed, like feet to feet, with one sheet. And hey, Grandpa Joe, look at Cindy. Cindy's like, what the fuck? I thought we were just getting a Frappuccino. All right, cool. Guys, thank you for listening to the first video episode of the podcast. What? You want me to do one more? All right, one more. We're doing extra time for the first one. All right. All right. No, that one looks, Jesus Christ. Let's read it. All right, number 2. This is, I didn't read it all, but I saw a few things, so we'll see what it actually says. We went to this is by Elizabeth Thanes, so I'm guessing a girl. We went to a scenic outlook over the city. He came up behind me, put his hands over my belly, and said, shit thee not? I can't wait till this is swollen with my seed. First date. We were barely out of high school. I literally ran away in heels at night until I found a payphone. Okay, well, I mean, what do you mean you ran away in heels? Like, I don't know. That's such a weird ending. There's got to be more context to that. But that's what a weird. Yeah, the creepiest, weirdest thing to absolutely say is something like that. Christian's dying over there at that one. It is a fucking weird. That is a weird one. That one's a weird one. We'll do another one. That's a creepy one to end on. I don't want to end on a creepy one. I'm going to start by saying I have a very unique laugh. Okay. Just before the end of the semester, I started talking to a guy. I'm guessing girls wrote all these then. He, all caps, really wanted to go see the first Avengers movie again. Okay. Dude, are these all just shitting on nerds? He really wanted to go see the first Avengers movie again. It was so good. He just needed to go again. Oh, or is that supposed to be like sarcastic? It was so good, he just needed to go again. So I said, okay, I'll go. We got into the theater, we sat down, and then he looked at me and said, since I know when all the funny parts are coming, I'll give you a heads up so you can hold it in. She then wrote, I was completely flabbergasted. She used the word flabbergasted, and I didn't know what to do. Yeah, that's annoying. That's very annoying, definitely, to have like someone tell you like, I'll let you know when the funny parts are. There's times it's acceptable. I guess a movie theater, you're watching the film, right? You're watching the movie, so you're locked in. So you shouldn't have to tell somebody that something's coming up, right? Especially not to keep it in. But like if you're watching a movie at like your place, your Netflix and chilling, absolutely you got to be like, hey, look at this, watch this part. Oh, this part's hilarious. Maybe don't say this is the best part of the movie, but like, hey, watch this. For sure. People are on their phones all the time, not paying any attention. So 100% that's okay to do, not in a movie theater. Also, by the way, did he actually do that, or was he joking and was like, hey, I'll let you know when the funny parts are coming in? It kind of sounds like I'm coming down here to having to defend all the guys. But okay, the first one was that one was great. That was hilarious, right? Good advice. The second one was hilarious, and obviously very creepy. Do not bring your girl to or not your girl on the first date to your grandparents' house to wake them up and introduce them. And then obviously don't walk up to a girl and say this is going to be where my seed will be. That's the most creepiest thing you could do. Um, but sometimes I gotta defend the guys when they're going at the nerds, and I don't think he actually meant he was gonna tell you that. So, um, we're good there. We're good there. We're good there. What a great episode this was, and we got. I mean, we're gonna save some for next week, and then I got other things to talk about. Like I gotta finish the show Bup Kiss with Pete Davidson, and yeah, man, we did it. We did some extra time today, and I fucking loved it. So, again, shout out Christian for letting us use the space here, and the lighting is him too, and the back or not the backdrop. We built this log. What is this? A cat? We built this like Wisconsin Dells looking background, and it's great. So, yeah, man. Episode is in the books, and we're gonna see you next week. We're gonna try to do them weekly, maybe bi-weekly. Whenever we get them out. But check it out on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok, and I'll get you some dates for my next stand-up event. All right, everybody. Appreciate the love, and I'll see you later. Peace.